What is up, guys? Wraec is here with new video, and today we are going to do broken spaces with A tier Aylamak, A minus Aylamak to be precise. We summoned this one live during my last live stream. I used my B tier summoning item you get for reaching 200 points in summoning gala this time on an Aylamak, and it turned out to be an A minus. And I have to say, guys, in such situations, it's really important that you stay calm and relaxed. And A minus! So definitely nothing worthwhile watching during that stream that might have happened, that might indicate that I was not calm and relaxed. So keep that in mind. Setup wise, we are rocking basically my Flame Shrine setup with a Cruise, with a Heart Watcher, Gurki in there, SQH, MFF, all set up to buff Aylamak. I rolled a Sunstone on him. I don't have a lot of dust, so I just rerolled it one time, got holy damage, skill damage, thought that would be good enough. We are running block, crit damage as imprints and magic stone sword. Also, we are using his core liberation is 4, so 100% chance to taunt to enemies. We will see how good that works on the bosses, and reduce all enemies precision by 35%, which also should help us. Surviving a little bit, making that a little bit easier. Then we get into the next taunts, and then also we get crit reduce, which is absolutely huge. Reduce their crit by 60% and holy damage by 18%, and again 35% precision reduction. So this core really reduces the precision on your enemies, making it way easier for Aylamak to block. And currently it is at Collaboration 4 because we got a noble MFF core here as well, and I'm working on getting the noble SQH core. So with that team, we will just hop into the game, destroy it a little bit. A few people ask me, oh, I forgot, we have to check out the roll. Didn't really reroll it a whole lot. We got Control Immunity Faction with Giant Killer on our first summon. I rerolled it like 2 times or something along the lines of that. And I was going for Divine Block mainly. Not really wanted Giant Killer on him because he's not a PvE damage dealer by no means. So that didn't work out. So we have Giant Killer, and Giant Killer, of course, will make it very nice to go into broken spaces. A few people ask me to do it with 5 stars again, or with 3 stars, or even with Foolish. But I think an A Aylamak will be a lot cooler to see in there. I have no idea how much damage he will actually deal. He did very poorly in Flame Shrine. For the early stages, of course, our support heroes deal enough damage anyway, so there's no real question about it. The SQH is beyond that also a homeowner, not too much attack on there, mainly focused on HP. Wanna get that healing build up for the SQH. Healing build meaning she has like a sublimation that heals your allies on the team when she heals herself. And you can go into that, you can invest into that with effect of being heal stones, with HP buffs. And if you do that, her heal becomes quite potent, and it's nicely placed at the end of her turn, so pretty nice. Actually, I think most of the damage was still done by SQH and MFF here. Ah, no, he nearly surpassed both of them already. Okay, that's good. Considering the enemies died during that attack. Gru will be interesting. This is now the time Gru gets counterattacked. You'll be like, what the hell? What's going on here? Haven't seen that stuff since Sigmund. Come on, attack the Aylamak and get counterattacked. I want to see them get counterattacked. And there it is. Also, they inflict scar on them, which is this little mark, which is not really high definition, I have to say, but it is what it is. It's quite nice. And cleaning up on turn 2, I would say that's decent. Cleaning up on turn 2, I can't complain about that. How good he really is, we'll have to see in stage 8 and 9. This will be an entirely different story, I fear. On those stages till 7, I guess we will have a smooth ride. Not as impressive as LFA if you've seen that run. That run was quite insane. On that run, we also destroyed 8 and 9 with absolute ease. We could do that again, by the way. We could do that again and have no problem doing it, probably. I mean, we could now buff our LFA up to other realms. Considering we got like 2 million train attack since then. and some better tenants and all of that. So there are some more possibilities to clear it with LFA again and see some real madness. But I guess that's something for the future. Currently, we really always have something that we want to test or some hero that we want to see dealing damage here. Clear on turn 3, nothing to complain about. Some CC involved, so he even cleared the last enemy up with a basic. So that is still quite decent. I think for 8 we are still going to go with the melodic strings, and then I might just switch to Endless Cane, because I don't think the burst is quite there to do the damage in the 15 turns on stage 9 and 8, because on stage 8 obviously we get reduced damage a little bit by the carry, and on stage 9 the Russells and Drake are just very tanky. So here we will just go in, test it. No Mark Purify on this one. Could have switched to that, but we'll see what it does. He has some synergy between the active and the basic skill as well. So yeah, here is of course a little bit of a difference. Health not really vanishing that fast, so still alright though. If that carry doesn't drain him while I'm saying it, and while I'm saying it, she obviously does. We should be pretty good here. I think with all the buffs that we have, we should not have a lot of problems. I'm actually pretty eager to see how well this team survives on Broken Spaces 9, considering we have all those new buffs, we have all this stuff there. Might be quite interesting. I mean, the damage is still looking good. We are coming closer to the point where the Endless Cane would have been better. That is pretty much now. I think turn 6 is about the threshold, if I remember that statistics correctly. So it should be worthwhile on Broken Spaces 9 to go for Endless Cane. We will do that switch, and that should make it pretty easy to clear. Still, I think with that carry dying now, have you seen the dot damage? The dot damage is quite insane. It's from MFF and SQH. Both of which, by the way, have Giant Killer. It might be a little bit of cheating here. How much damage did they actually do? Look at that. My support heroes casually clocking in with like the same damage as Aylamak if you add it together. It's quite insane. I was seeing the dodge damage and thought like, damn, that's a lot of damage for just damage over time. Not quite bad, not quite bad. I haven't seen anything from the core though. I think the later bosses, especially Tara and like Workspace 8 and 9, they really count as bosses and can't be taunted. So I'm not even sure it actually has any effect. It's quite hard to see in game. Anyway, Broken Spaces 9 now. All depends on how fast they can kill. I think Hardwatch has lowest life. Though lowest life is yeah, I mean, lowest life now means we have like, how much life? 200 million, 300 million, something like that. So we are coming closer to that point where the damage those enemies do is just no longer enough to be any real threat. And yeah, looking at that, we might already be at that point, to be honest. Because that was surely a very unimpressive active on a defense down Hardwatcher at E5. Not like V4 or something, that is an E5 Hardwatcher, then again the V4 Hardwatcher does not exist. So yeah, I'm pretty eager to see the next active skill here. That Aylamak is actually doing some damage. We have 8.4 million attacks, something like that. It's not quite bad. It's really on stage 8, it seems like the carry draining him was the biggest problem, which is normal to be honest. Yeah. Pretty easy clear. Nothing spectacular. I'm quite impressed actually. Quite impressed. We should have gone for Mark Purify. Would have saved us some time. But honestly, it's not bad at all. It's not like LFA level super insane. He does an active skill, the boss vanishes and even gets overkill damage and kills the boss next to it as well. It's not that level, but it's just solid damage for what he is. So quite nice. I think next time we have to do a strong hero though. I think next time we have to do some LFA, some super buffed LFA or something like that, just to get a new perspective on stats again. Because now we have those heroes that, in my opinion, look better than they are. Because now you might think that he is like the insane PvE damage dealer, which he's not. He's just decent. He's good. He's really absolutely decent. He's alright. But he's not not like LFA level insane or Mogman level insane or Vulcan level insane. Maybe we just have to show like Vulcan or a Mogman next time. Or LFA, something like this. Can tell me how you feel about that in the comments. Pretty short video, honestly. 10 minutes, straight to the point here. I like it. I like Aylamak, and I really like that my PvP team is now completely red again. We had this green awakening Aylamak in there, and it kind of looked bad. Now it's all red again, and that's pretty nice. So, in any way, guys, I wish you a great day, great weekend, and we will see us in the next one.